she is going to be having a calf soon.
What you got? Okay.
So Dakota come home with quite the story here. Good morning, y'all. Well, second cutting begins. Dakota said he's literally gonna try to mow all of it today and tomorrow. So it's going to be a long Labor Day weekend for us. That's honestly usually how it goes though. It's okay. Stetson brought Dakota lunch, and now he is fueling up with diesel so he can finish mowing. Check on him again. I don't know if this is the last field he's cutting up here or the first field he's cutting up here. I'm hoping it's the last, but we'll see. We will see how many bales we'll get, but it looks really, really good. Well, that was indeed the field he started in. So he's still got 2 more fields to mow. What was that? We just caught that on video and I don't even know what happened. Did it just scalp the ground or? He's not happy about that. Oh. It's just been the way the land was. But yeah, so he's got 2 more fields. I'm just trying to stay awake. Stetson is giving me a run for my money today. And I've been canning some Shelly beans that my Nana brought me yesterday evening. My Nana and Papa did. Never canned any Shelly beans, but I'm excited because she has always canned Shelly beans and they are so good. So let's see. about, but they are so good. So I'm so excited to have some of those. And I'm also, in this video, I need to show you, because I have done more canning this year than I have ever done.
Everybody wants to see what this?
I had 9 quarts of Shelly beans, but in canning, like, I can only do 7 quarts at a time in my pressure canner. So to me, it wasn't worth canning 2 quarts of beans, like the whole process. So I think I'm just going to cook those and we're going to eat them. So yeah, haven't done any salsa yet. I'm still gathering tomatoes for salsa, and I've got some cucumbers. I've got to make some more pickles, and I don't know, but yeah, I've been doing all the canning things, but I'm going to show you my canning pantries. Stetson's riding his motorcycle on the cattle paths. Now it's like he's mountain biking off his rocks. So Stetson, you can see his blue shirt there. He is. He's still traveling cattle paths, and I'm sitting here on the back of my truck. But I noticed, which she may be, there she is. Let me zoom in, it'll probably get blurry, but so this girl right here looks like she is going to be having a calf soon. She appears as she's laboring. It was funny because I was sitting here and I'd just seen her because she walked. Let's see where the cows, okay, yeah, so they're over here, but she walked up and over and was in this like dirt spot here, and I'm like looking at her, and it's so funny because Dakota actually stopped the tractor and was like pointing, and I'm like, I know, I'm seeing the same thing. So yeah, see how she's holding her tail up and stuff? All signs that she is laboring. This is our, well, if you've been here for a while, we used to have my beloved cow Ethel. This is one of her heifers. So this is her heifer 2 years ago. This will be her first calf, obviously. But yeah. So I'll have to keep you updated on that. She looks like she's trying to figure out where she's going to have this calf. Oh, now it's hard to see her. Okay. Huh. Well, keep you updated. You finally made it? That was a long way down, wasn't it?
I made the whole way.
Yeah.
And that was a morning.
Oh man, you and the bees. Now he's on the last field. Me and Stetson are gonna head out so we can go fix dinner. But at least he didn't know if he'd be able to get it all done today. He thought he might have to take 2 days, but at least, knock on wood, I'm knocking on my head. Everything's went good and he's gonna be able to get it all done today. That is a pull up that hill. It's a lot steeper than it looks. Alrighty, let's go get to cooking. Well, Dakota come home with quite the story here. Yeah. Y'all just won't even... We'll tell the story in a little bit. Dakota and Stetson are doing a little baling today. Dakota's dad is doing the raking. I'm catching up on some things here at the house. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. We were gonna do everything tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, but Dakota's like, there's a little too much to do in those days. So he's gonna do some of it today, and then we're gonna try our hardest to get everything done tomorrow. And then we can move hay on Monday. We'll see. Did you have fun? Hey y'all, happy Labor Day. We are hauling hay. Dakota got it all baled. I haven't videoed this process much just because I videoed this process a lot for first cutting. And I wasn't gonna video today just because I have so much video on my phone. I need to make a video, but you know, just so funny. It was too comical not to video. So we were using the Kubota as we normally do to haul hay in. Well, it blew a hydraulic line. Anyways, had to get little man. But it blew a hydraulic line. I cannot say that for some reason. But anyway, so now we're using this little other tractor up here, and Dakota had to strap the spear to it, and he's calling it the Mighty Mouse, but it's always something.
The whole tractor. What are you filming? You gotta use what you got, okay?
No, you're just too stubborn to use what you got. Hey y'all, so I'm back waiting on Dakota to check his game camera. And I got to thinking, I forgot to record the story the other night about Dakota being dripping wet. So here it goes. So he, well actually, if you remember, I had videoed the girl that I was like, she is in labor and she was headed for the laurel bushes. So that's when Dakota was mowing hay. So me and Stetson had to leave and go back home to get dinner ready. So Dakota's like, I'm going to finish mowing and I'm going to check on the heifer to make sure she's okay, you know, or has had the calf or what have you. So he took the tractor back down to his dad's, went got his four-wheeler, and then come back up and started looking for her. And then he come around down to a pond, and she was in the middle of the pond. And he was like, what are you doing? And then he said she like moved a little bit and he could see the calf behind her. And he didn't freak, but you know, he freaked. And he said he tossed his hat. Luckily he didn't have his phone with him. He tossed his hat and just jumped in the pond to go save this calf. Luckily, like, she had already had the calf. At first he thought, Lord have mercy. At first he thought like she was calving in the water, like, oh, you know, water birth. But anyways, No, she had already had the calf, but he said he swam over the calf and it moved and then went under the water and disappeared. And he said he was like sweeping, you know, and he found it. So he rushed it to the shore and he slung it around to, like, you know, if it got any water or anything in its lungs, and then laid it down and it was okay. But yeah, I was like, man, that would have been a great video. You know, I'm never around when things like that happen. But we're very thankful mama and baby are okay. They're doing great. It was just, I couldn't believe when he told me. Like, I didn't realize he was, like, soaking wet at first. And then he was like, do you see me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? And I immediately thought, oh Lord, like the tractors went in the pond or something. But never expected the calf to be in the pond. But what had happened was, we think she had the calf there when I was videoing, there in those laurels. Like, if you get so far back, it does, like, drop off to the pond. So she either had it and it rolled off into the pond, or she had it and it tried to start, like, walking around and it went into the pond. But I was like, hey, at least she was a great mama. Like, you know, at least she just didn't abandon it and be like, I don't know where it went. Okay, you know. Anyways, it was quite the story. Yeah, so just keeping things interesting. So yeah, it was wild. But we only have one more girl, Beth, to calve. She's the red one with the white on the side of her face. But me and Dakota think she's probably not going to have a calf. She's showing all the signs of probably not bred. But we had originally said if she didn't have a calf by October, we were going to get her a beef processing appointment. But I told Dakota, I don't know, I truly feel like it was a fluke thing this year. I mean, I really hope it was. She comes from great stock. Her mom is Hattie. That's our house. And we've had her, like, she's one of our 4 original girls. I think she's the only one left from our 4 originals. And she has been, like, a great cow, great mom, everything. So I really, like, it's not the best decision, like, money-wise, to keep her. But I'm just not ready to give up on her yet. So I told Dakota I'd like to keep her one more year and just, like, make sure it wasn't a fluke thing, because I truly feel it was. It kind of stinks because, like, money speaking, you know, you could potentially be losing 2 calves because, you know, she's not bred this year. So there's one. And then, you know, hypothetically, worst case scenario, she doesn't breed next year. That's calf number 2 that you'd be losing. But I think he's in agreement to keep her one more year. So we'll see, because we both just really like her. And I mean, she's just built really good. So anyways, we'll keep her. And then if she doesn't breed next year, then we'll get her a beef appointment. But I feel better about that. Like, we will know for sure that, you know, something wasn't right in that area. But yeah, so it's crazy that, like, this calving season has pretty much come to an end. It's been a heck of a one, let me tell you. But we made it through. And it's just crazy how fast a year goes by, and it'll be spring before we know it, you know. But yeah, it's just wild. There's fall in the air, and hunting season's gonna be starting soon, and it is just so wild at how fast a year truly does go by. Alright, that's it for now.